older and older, and the younger people are no longer interested in learning this cultural heritage. So, because they prefer to have the iPad and the iPhones, and also to become part of what we call this the globalized community. So you adopt standards and customs and traditions that are really not yours. So it is really wonderful to see how, in the case of Ladakh, that we have this festival that has been organized in order that the wonderful, the beautiful cultural heritage of Ladakh gets preserved. Now, I have also the task of becoming almost what you could say an ambassador of Ladakh. I do not know how many people I meet in Malaysia. And every time in Malaysia, we'll talk about where you're going next, what is your destinations, because I tend to go to many places for meetings, international meetings and all that. And I always say that I go to Ladakh. And very often people say, where is Ladakh? And then I will explain to them how wonderful Ladakh is and inspire them. And also, amongst the people who have actually come to Ladakh with me, their eyes will light up, you know, when they hear the word Ladakh. And when they return from Ladakh, they will spend 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks talking about how beautiful Ladakh is. So in fact, I could say that I'm almost an ambassador of Ladakh, but also very much related to the work of Ladakh is the work of Venerable Sanghasena at MIMC. It is a wonderful work. It is a work for humanity. It is a great humanitarian work. And we feel very inspired by what he has done. Because when we hear stories about how he first had this piece of land, which is about 200 acres of arid land, and not even a grass will grow on it. And when Venerable Sanghasena talks about, you know, establish a little place where you could empower women by giving them education, bringing impoverished girls from impoverished communities so that they might get education. People look at him with such disbelief. They say, you can't be saying the right thing, or you must be out of your mind. Just looking at the place, that is impossible. But we could see that as we go to the campus of Devachan, how much has it transformed. It has actually been transformed into an oasis. Not only a physical oasis where you have beautiful poplar trees and apple trees and apricot trees, but I think it is the oasis. The oasis exists in the people, about investing in the future. And we could see the work of giving education to the children, to the young girls and boys of Ladakh. That is investing for the future. Last year when we were here, we visited the girls' hostel, and there was a young girl who was acting an MC, and she spoke fluently in English. We were impressed with her performance. But then we got the background story about her. She came to MIMC as a very little girl, I think about 6 years old, along with 4 or 5 girls. She was being brought by a lieutenant general who says that, you know, the village that she comes from has got a very biting, very cold place. So Venerable Sanghasena, could you just look after these girls after winter is over? I'll come back and take them back. But the lieutenant general never come back. And after a few years later, when Venerable Sanghasena met him, he said, hey, you said you wanted to take this girl back. And he says, you can't be saying the right thing. They're much better here than back home. But actually, if you look at her, coming from a deprived community, getting education, she can stand alongside with anybody, even from the best families, you know, with the rich families or whatever, well-educated families. She could stand with any one of them, and you will not be able to tell the difference. So this is the miracle that is actually being done at Devachan that we have actually witnessed. So ladies and gentlemen, I come from a country called Malaysia. And in Malaysia, Buddhists are minorities, but we have been protected by the constitution to practice the Buddhist religion. But being a minority population, and especially not having monks, there's a scarcity of monks or members of the Sangha who can actually teach the members, the Dhamma. The lay people have to empower ourselves. So the lay people themselves become Dhamma speakers. We run programs like public speaking programs, even Dhamma speaking programs, not only for the men but also for the women. Because for us, women are also effective Dhamma teachers. Why should we discriminate against women? So we believe that we need to actually, in Malaysia, what we have to do is to empower the lay people, both men and women, so that we be able to carry the word of the Buddha Dharma, right? And I think we do all this in order to carry the Buddha's words of compassion, so that living in a multicultural community, we can continue to live in peace. We want our nation to continue to live in harmony and peace. And also for the Buddhists, for the world community to be able to achieve peace and harmony in this world. So ladies and gentlemen, let me say that I congratulate the great efforts that is being done to organize this festival. And also, I could actually see a lot of wonderful work that is being done in Ladakh, and I would like to wish success and that in years to come, we could actually begin to see a completely transformed community as a result of what is being done here. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
We have a Buddhist heritage 2,200 years ago. Unfortunately, Malaysia has lost both its tangible and intangible Buddhist heritage. It is with great privilege for us Malaysians and Singaporeans to come back to the Holy Land of India, and especially this beautiful place of Ladakh, to see a viable, to see a wonderful, a genuine, a sincere community